Florida A&M University on the highest of 7 hills in the capital city, covering every corner of the Big Bend. This is the award-winning FAMU TV 20 News.
Good evening and welcome to News 20 at 5. I'm Michael Moore.
And I'm Cameron Marshall. Let's jump right into some news.
Today starts the beginning of construction at Florida A&M University's Bragg Memorial Stadium. The east side of the stadium is set to be demolished and renovated, replacing seating in the visitor section. While construction goes on, traffic for Bragg Memorial Stadium's COVID-19 testing site will be diverted to Okaloosa Street for those entering the site. Street parking will also be available on Wanish Way. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis held a press conference today in Tallahassee advocating for the distribution of Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine to people in the Sunshine State. We have multimedia journalist Mariah Wiggs in the studio to tell us more. Mariah?
Governor DeSantis is claiming a single-dose vaccine is 100% effective against death and hospitalization. It should be noted that the clinical trials showed the vaccine to be only 72% effective. It is unsure if Florida will be receiving the Johnson & Johnson vaccine this week, but it is expected that Florida will receive 175,000 doses. He plans on executing an executive order for state employees, such as firefighters, police officers, and teachers 50 years and older to receive this new vaccine. Live in the studio, I'm Mariah Wiggs, FAMU News 20. Back to you all at the desk.
Helping you find resources in your time of need, it's the job of thousands of social workers across the United States. Multimedia journalist Cameron Marshall shows us how people are highlighting the contributions of the sometimes unsung heroes of social workers this month.
Social work will be one of the fastest growing professions through 2029. Amaya Murphy Allison is a student studying social work and carries the values needed in this profession to enact change in society.
That's a big challenge to kind of come to that realization that we can't fix everything. We also can't fix it for them. We're there to, help them get there.
Just like doctors and nurses, social workers have been on the front line since the start of COVID-19. Joyner says social workers have served as advocates in the vaccine rollout.
And we want to honor and thank all of the social workers who were in the hospitals and held the hands of loved ones as they were dying from COVID. Some died of COVID themselves.
There are 55 NASW chapters across this nation, including one right here in Tallahassee. Informative talks and rewards will be given by each chapter to commemorate and recognize the social workers community. I'm Cameron Marshall for FAMU TV 20.
For more information about the organization right here in Tallahassee and across the state, visit www.naswfl.org.
Tallahassee Community College announced that they will not be having an in-person graduation this semester. Instead, they will conduct a virtual ceremony. The school released a statement which reads, "We wish we could all gather together in one place for the TCC commencement ceremony on April 30th. The safety of our students, their families, and our faculty and staff is our priority, and we have decided that gathering together in one place for the commencement ceremony will not be possible on April 30th. We know you have worked hard to reach this milestone, and we are excited to celebrate your achievements and make this day memorable." As for Florida State University, they will host 10 in-person ceremonies over 2 weeks for their graduates this semester. Florida A&M University has not yet released their plans for their graduates, but is expecting to do so sometime this week.
Massive crowds are flocking to South Florida in order to escape the winter storm surge in the U.S. Now, with that being said, Broward County officials are urging visitors to follow and abide by COVID-19 protocols or risk arrest.
Five-day forecast, you're going to see a little bit of everything. Tuesday, you're going to see lots of rain, a high of 61, low of 50. Wednesday, you see some clouds. Thursday is going to be a beautiful day for you to go out, enjoy the day. You have a high of 70, a low of 45. And Friday, you see some more clouds roll in at the same high of 70, a low of 50. That's all the weather I have for you for the week. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Tanisha. Coming up in sports, players pay a tribute to Tiger Woods with their Sunday Reds. We'll have that and more next in sports. You're watching News 20 at 5.
Welcome back. I'm Marissa Stubbs here with your sports news. Let's jump right into it. The Florida A&M University softball team finally takes the field after 2 preseason tournaments were canceled earlier this year. However, a rough start to the 2021 season as the Lady Rattlers dropped their final game at Florida State University's Unconquered Invitational. FAMU lost their final game of the Invitational to Florida Gulf Coast University 9-1 on Sunday. Unfortunately, it was the 4th loss for the Orange and Green. The Lady Rattlers will travel to Jacksonville, Florida to take on the University of North Florida this weekend. Well, after losing to South Carolina State 63-58 on Saturday, Florida A&M University's men's basketball team bounced back the second time around on Sunday afternoon. The Rattlers went into halftime down by 4 points, but started the second half hitting from all cylinders with 17-6 run. The Bulldogs made a run themselves to tie the game at 49, but a 3-pointer from senior guard M.J. Randolph put the Rattlers back in the lead, and they never looked back for the rest of the game. Randolph scored a game-high 20 points, displaying his true scoring ability after having a 4-point performance during Saturday's contest. The Rattlers will face their conference rival North Carolina Central later this week. Some sad news, former Houston, Texas defensive tackle Louis Nix III was found dead Saturday in Jacksonville, Florida, just a few days after the 29-year-old was reported missing. Family members say his car was pulled out of a pond near his home on Saturday. According to authorities, the vehicle matched the description of the car he was possibly driving. It is unclear if his body was inside. Many questions are still lingering as the investigation continues. Funeral arrangements have not yet been announced.
Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. For Marissa and Tanisha, I'm Michael Moore.
And I'm Cameron Marshall. Thank you for watching, and remember to also follow us at FamilyTVNews.com for more news updates. Have a great evening.